All right. So I'm here. As you guys already know, my name is David Thomas. I'm here with one of our members of our community, Simon Roberts. And I'm gonna, ask him a few questions about his experience with the community so you can see, because I know you hear from us, the leaders of the community all the time that, the stuff we're doing, the value we're giving to the community, but we want you to see it and hear it from an actual member of the community that's getting value, or you can hear it from his mouth, whether he is or not, and has been using the tools, using the training, and whatnot. So, Simon, why don't you tell us just a little bit of about yourself, kind of how you found our community, and then we'll kind of go from there and answer a few questions.
Yeah, always. So, like I got into trading by accident, really. You know, when you're working every day and you're just thinking there's got to be more to life than this.
Right.
Because I was working long hours, and then you had the baby on the way and stuff, and I was just looking for something else. And then I think it was just like an ad on Facebook, making money off your phone,
Right.
and it was like Signals.
Right.
So I signed up for that Signals, and at first I was making some money off it, but then they changed the trader, and then I blew the account.
Right.
And then I thought, oh, I'll learn this myself. So I started watching, free webinars. And then I watched one webinar and then had the phone call about 2 days later, just asking if I enjoyed the webinar. And it was actually a company down in London offering me to go down to train with them.
Mhm.
So I went down to train with them it was like for a week. It wasn't long training.
Right.
And so I went down there for a week, and it was good. It was like opened my eyes.
Mhm.
But when I came home, then I was sort of, left to my own devices, and I had one coaching call a month. So obviously, I was still fresh to Forex and trading in general anyway. So
Right.
I had a lot of questions. So one trading coaching call a month just didn't cut it.
Right.
So I was failing miserably, to be honest.
Mm.
And then after about 3, 4 months of this, I just thought I can't do it because I was trading their money as well.
Right.
So eventually, I just quit trading,
Right.
basically. And
Yep.
then actually, I'm sure I told you this before, but on the day I quit, I came across you, and
Right.
it was just so different because normally you get you've seen them yourself, the rented Lamborghinis and
Oh yeah.
the private jets and all that. And I was
Right.
just getting sick of all that rubbish. And I was thinking, oh, come on. I
Yeah.
know it's not true because obviously I'd been down that road now and I knew all that
Right.
was, well, BS, really.
Yeah.
So, but you never, not once did you ever mention I was going to get rich quick. Not once did you mention anything. It was basically, you told me as it is, you put in the work, you'll do it. And I was thinking, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Right.
I don't want to hear no false promises, and you never gave that.
Good.
So just finding you by accident on that day got me back into it. And then back in those days, you getting the 7 day free trial,
Yep.
and I think I just watched one video or one. I can't remember if it was one session you did or one video. I can't remember. But after that, just that one video, I just signed up. I didn't even bother with the 7 day, and
Right.
I haven't looked back since.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
So you mentioned something that I wanted to touch on as well, is you said, one coaching call a month obviously
yeah,
wasn't enough for, someone that's trying to fine tune their skill, right? Whether you're
yeah.
brand new, whether you have a little bit of experience, one call a month is not going to cut it, right?
No, not at
So
all.
what's the experience been for you opposite, I mean, or potentially opposite of that, maybe, hopefully, with our community? Like, is there more support? Do you feel supported? Kind of give us a little bit about that experience with our community.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I noticed really about when I joined up was the support was always there every day. It was like even on the weekend, because I don't think we had Discord back then. It
Yep.
was all on Facebook. But I remember asking a question on a weekend. I think it was a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. I wasn't sure, and I got an answer. And I was thinking it's a weekend, and I still got an answer. I don't
Right.
think it was just from another guy in the group. But again, he had more experience than me, and he was there to help me at a blink of an eye. Where I didn't have that before. It was a case of I got to wait until 3, 4 weeks before I get an answer. But there, even on a Sunday morning, I got an answer. And now on Discord, I mean, the amount of people that's in Discord, you got a question. I don't think, even if it was like 12 midnight, I think you'd get an answer.
Right.
So there's always someone in there, isn't there? And there's always someone willing to help. So the community I think it's underestimated a lot. I don't think people realize how powerful that community is. When you try and explain to someone who hasn't been in it,
Right.
I don't think they realize until they actually witness it themselves.
Yeah, yeah, it's very true,
So
and that's the cool part too, is that it's not just, myself and a few of the other leaders that are answering these questions. I mean, we have thousands of traders, many of which have a lot of experience, have gone on to become professional traders and traders themselves that are all
yeah,
in there, just like Simon is in there every single day, helping answer questions of other people, and not because you have to or you're, like you've created the community. It's just because you're getting value from the community and you're in there helping
yeah,
everybody. And you really kind of become a family, which is really cool
yeah,
about our community. Everybody looks out for everybody else. So yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
true.
That's awesome. So
It
tell
does.
us kind of a little bit about, so in your journey, have you felt like you've, you know, accomplished a lot with trading in the community? Has it helped you reach your goals? I guess is kind of what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Being with us.
yeah, it's definitely it's gone more than I expected, to be honest. It's like I like you said earlier, it's like a family. I couldn't even imagine leaving now.
Right. Yeah.
Just for that, so it's like it's part of life now, isn't it? So it's helped me grow. And like, I'm quite a shy person, but
Sure.
talking to many people, it can bring out your shell as well. And like this at home, there's nobody to talk to about trading. So nobody understands what you're doing. They're just like, he's just playing on his computer.
All
But
right.
in that community, you've all got the same goal
Yep.
and you're all at different stages. So everybody's helping each other. And it's just, you got no, if you plug in, you got no choice but to grow, I don't think,
Yep.
the community. So
Yep. Absolutely.
I think that's helped a lot.
And I'll speak a little bit for you now. We have to be careful for compliance purposes. We can't talk about, dollar amounts or how much you're making and things like that. But I will say, and you can correct me if you're wrong, but if I'm wrong, but Simon has been able to become a professional trader inside of this community. So he can go into the market and know exactly when to enter, when to exit, and read the markets pretty much anytime you want, according to your trading plan, of course, and know what you need to do in order to benefit from being in the market. Is that true?
Yeah. And with the smart money side and with
Mhm.
a impulse scanner, I can do both.
Right?
Before I couldn't even do one.
Yeah.
So now you can do both. So you got so now the impulse scanner, which I've never seen go down.
Right.
But if it did, then I got smart money to fall back on,
Yeah.
and it's just so it's just that skill that nobody can take away from you, isn't it? So
Absolutely.
yeah,
And that's the powerful part is that once you learn the skill, you clearly can. And, we have the Impulse scanner, as you mentioned, which is an awesome tool. We love it to death. We use it every day. It makes our lives a lot easier. But
yeah,
that's a good question. I mean, that's a good something to bring up is I get that question a lot is, well, what if the Impulse scanner goes away? Am I going to still be able to trade? And the answer is absolutely. The Impulse scanner is not trading for you. It's not your only ticket into the market. It's just a way to make your life easier and to
yeah,
keep you on the right side of the market. If you had to go back to trading just manually, you could absolutely do it. But what we teach in the community, you know.
yeah,
But the impulse scanner obviously is a great way to make your life a little bit easier. And as you've seen in the other videos that are on this, in this page, is there's different strategies for different schedules. If you like scalping, you can stare at the chart for an hour or two in the mornings or whenever you're able to, and then you want to get in when the market's moving, of course. And then there's other strategies which you can look at the higher time frame, right? You can look at the 4 hour, the daily, and not have to rush. You can do it any time of day, and you can set those orders in advance. So it fits all schedules. And just like me, I do the same thing you do. Like I do both, right?
yeah,
Now we're lucky enough where we're able to be home and trade full time, but even as you're learning this, maybe you're still working a job, you can find something that fits your schedule. So, we choose to do both in the beginning. Just choose one. Choose one that
yeah,
fits your schedule and go with it, which I'm sure is exactly what you did in the beginning. You just focused on one thing and you mastered it, correct?
yeah. That's it. Yeah. And as soon as you master that one, then you can start playing with other things. Then can't you really? But as long as you stick to your plan and try it, like what I did is I traded obviously on demo. Every time I tried something
Mhm.
new, it was always on demo.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of mistakes that a lot of traders do. They try and go live too quick.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
but again, like you all taught us right from the start, go demo, demo, demo. And I didn't do that right in the start, so you obviously changed my way of thinking, and that helped me a lot as well. So, plus
Yeah.
a few guys telling us basically how it is, and you got to do it this way, then maybe I'd have still been in the old habits, and so yeah, so
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
And that's a
so
big part of it too, is the mindset, which, we've talked about in a previous video.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't want to make this too long. I want to value your time and then the people that are watching. So if you could give the people watching, one piece of advice, say that let's assume that they're going to say, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna join the community. Give them, what's one piece of advice you could give them to help them along their path?
uh, use the community. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help. And if you see other people succeeding and you're still struggling, don't think that you can't do it. It just simply means if they can do it, you can do it, and they'll actually help you along the way to get there as well. So never ever think you're alone. And all the struggles you're going through, we've all been through it. You just gotta keep on going, and you will get there because like I'm not that special and I done it. And, so if I could
Well,
do
I
it,
think you're
anybody
very
can do it.
special.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but it's one of them, if you put in the work and never have that mindset is I am going to succeed at this, then there's no excuses no more in the community. The training's there, the support's there. You have no excuses really. It is a case of just keep on going till you do it, and you'll never look back.
Love it. That's awesome. Well, I don't think I need to add any more to that. So, thank you all for watching. We appreciate your time. Hopefully, you got value out of this, seeing from a different perspective, right? Like I said in the beginning, it's easy for, myself and some of the other leaders that created the community to stand up here and say, yeah, it's awesome. But when you get to see it from a product of the product, right? Simon came in, he was not a successful trader, and now he's able to trade full time with our community, and it's been a blessing to him and his family. Now, he put in the work and you have to put in the work as well. And we're here to help you do that. So, thanks, Simon, for your time, brother. I
Okay,
appreciate you
well,
jumping
thank
on
you for
here
having
with
me.
me. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Take care and
Okay.
God bless.